The Great Falls police officers who fatally shot a man in December have been cleared of any wrongdoing by a coroner's inquest jury. The Great Falls Tribune reported yesterday that the officers were cleared of the December 2017 shooting of Stacy Micheletti. Officers shot Micheletti 15 times, striking him in the head, chest, and knee. Authorities had sought Micheletti after reports of a suspicious man hiding in the bushes and pointing a gun at people near several schools. Dashboard footage from one of the responding officers' cars shows Micheletti backing away from the police in front of him and then pull what appeared to be a pistol from his waistband and raise it toward officers before he was shot. A fatal officer-involved shooting is under investigation right now in Lodge Grass. Mayor Quincy Dabney told KULR Television that a Bureau of Indian Affairs officer shot and killed a man on Sunday night. The BIA declined to confirm witness accounts that the man was shot several times. Dabney notes residents of Lodge Grass and the Crow Indian Reservation are still healing from a triple murder back in August. Police arrested a woman suspected of trying to distribute methamphetamine in Missoula just before midnight Saturday. Police spokesman Travis Welsh has more.
An officer was driving through a parking lot located in the 3400 block of Mullen Road when he observed what appeared to be a suspicious vehicle that had backed up to an isolated spot out in front of the store. The vehicle was occupied by a lone female. The officer checked the plate on the vehicle and discovered that it didn't appear to match the registration.
Not only was there a mismatch with the vehicle plates, the driver also reportedly pretended to be someone else.
He made contact with the female, and she was identified as 33-year-old Ann Peasley. When the officer first made contact with the female, he asked her for identification. She informed him that she did not have any and provided a name and a date of birth, which later turned out to be false, and actually that of a relative of the suspect.
Peasley was wanted on a number of warrants for failure to appear in court on prior charges, one of which was a felony. She has 2 more felonies now, on top of 6 misdemeanor counts covering everything from identity theft to obstructing a police officer. Another crime story, a crash and traffic jam, well, not exactly a crime story, a crash and traffic jam bogged down commuters on Mullen Road near Walmart yesterday morning just after 7, according to, once again, spokesman Travis Welsh. 2 vehicles were involved.
2 vehicles sustained damage. One of the vehicles did go over a bank. One person was transported to the hospital. His condition is unknown at this time, as well as any injuries he may have suffered as a result. The investigation is ongoing. However, the other driver of the vehicle that sustained damage was shaken up, but otherwise appeared to be uninjured.
Emergency responders took the driver of the truck to the hospital, but his truck was off the road on an embankment after the crash.
It struck the other vehicle that sustained damage initially before careening off the roadway just off of the intersection down onto a property below after going through a fence and ripping out some foliage. The vehicle came to a rest back on the bank as it appeared to make a left-hand sweeping turn that put it back up on the slope towards Clark Fork Drive.
The truck came to a stop just before smashing through another fence. No charges have yet been filed. The charges against 56-year-old Stephen Antill were dramatically increased yesterday for allegedly shooting at pursuers after robbing the Nickel Ante Casino on Friday night. At Antill's Missoula Justice Court appearance yesterday, Deputy County Attorney Mark Handelman asked for $250,000 bail after charges of attempted deliberate homicide were added to armed robbery and criminal endangerment.
He was holding up a gun covered with a clear plastic bag, indicating that he was planning on collecting any spent shells if he had to use that gun. Although that gun was not used in the casino, it was used during the attempted escape and attempts to kill 2 patrons who followed him out of that casino during that escape.
Handelman then revealed to Judge Landy Holloway Antill's alarming statements to law enforcement and why he believed Antill posed an extreme flight risk.
Only 1 felony from the early 90s for felony theft. However, more notably, those interactions with law enforcement have generated some disturbing quotes, including defendant's intention to go out in a blaze of glory. As far as flight risk, defendant also has tickets to Alaska and is clearly planning on leaving the state.
Judge Holloway set bail for Antill at $250,000 after he asked for representation from the Missoula Public Defender's Office. His next court appearance coming up April 30th. Well, job seekers in the Missoula area are in luck. There are lots of opportunities available right now. J.R. Strand with the Missoula Job Service explains.
It's about 180-degree flip-flop here in the last year and a half or so, and it's just crazy. And we've got more jobs posted at the job service than we've had in a long, long time. And we've seen, with the unemployment rate so low, a total decrease in the number of people looking for work. So we're getting these calls from our employers saying, how come no one's applying for our jobs?
The number of available jobs is near an all-time high.
Actually, we had 968 on our job board yesterday for Missoula. We dropped to 89 jobs in the winter, probably in 2013 or 14, in that range. And I would say normal in the old days, 200 to 250. Once in a while, we'd hit 300. I've been there 10 and a half years, and I remember the first time it went up over 500. I thought, wow, we have a lot of jobs.
Well, the job fair is today at the Hilton Garden Inn on North Reserve. Doors open at 2:30 for veterans and their families, then at 3 p.m. for the general public. There are 90 different employers attending the job fair. Strand says they maxed out the number of booths this year. Finally, a Montana school board has voted against a proposal to start a shooting sports club. The Ravalli Republic reports the Corvallis School Board voted 4-2 last week on the proposal to form such a club by Superintendent Tim Johnson. Johnson says it's the school's duty to teach students how to correctly use tools such as cell phones, automobiles, and guns. Some parents, local shooting teams, and clubs backed Johnson's idea, including the American Legion Post 91, which offered to help fund the club. Supporters say the club would be a space that it could demystify guns for students. Two teachers who spoke against the idea thought it could be dangerous for students with mental issues and that the funding could be better spent on helping at-risk kids. Our News Talk time now, 6:39.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station. A wintry mix of rain and snow will be possible today. Otherwise, cloudy with our high temperatures in the mid-40s. A wind gust up to 30 miles per hour are expected today and tonight. Overnight tonight, the showers should diminish. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for Missoula's KECI 13.